Welcome back to this grand Indo-British final on University Challenge, where the champions of this year's contest in this country, Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai, are playing against finalists from the current championship of University Challenge in Great Britain, which is Gunville and Keys College from Cambridge University. The scores at this stage are not very even. Gunville and Keys are at 20. In the lead, it's SPCE with 75, but let's see what happens as we progress with this quiz. Here's the next start to open to both teams on the buzzer. Which fundamental constant in physics, designated K, and it's Nirad from SPCE Mumbai. You went for the buzzer, it's an interruption, have to get it right. Do you have an answer?
Is it Boltzmann's constant?
It is, he's double guessed me right, absolutely right. Inspired one, that's what relates the average kinetic energy of gas particles to its temperature, and named after an Austrian physicist who committed suicide in 1906. You know, I wouldn't like to think about what your team would have done for you if you'd blown that. SPCE, your bonus questions are linked by a word. Which word derived from a geographical region is defined in the Oxford English Dictionary as divide into smaller mutually hostile states?
Balkanized.
Balkanized is correct. Next. Which Balkan capital in Europe is situated at the confluence of the Danube and the Sava River?
Sarajevo.
No, it's not. It's Belgrade. Next. The Balkan Wars were fought from 1912 to 1913 between Serbia, Montenegro, Greece, Romania, Turkey, and Bulgaria for the possession of remaining European territories of which empire?
Ottoman.
Do you have an answer?
Austro-Hungarian.
No, it's not. It's the Ottoman Empire. Right, here's the next starter. Open to both teams on the buzzer. In what annual sporting event does the winner receive the maillot jaune, or the yellow jersey? This time it's Darren from Keys, Cambridge.
The Tour de France.
Tour de France is the correct answer. Well done, 10 points. Darren, that fetches your team, Keys, a set of bonus questions on mathematics. What name is given to the system of coordinates for locating a point in space by specifying its distance from two or more mutually perpendicular axes which intersect at a point?
Cartesian.
Cartesian coordinates is correct. Next. What name is given to the point at which the axes intersect?
The origin. The origin.
The origin is right. Next. In a two-dimensional system, the distance from the horizontal or x-axis is called the ordinate of the point. What name is given to the distance from the y-axis?
Nominate Lamine.
Lamine, do you have the answer?
Abscissa.
That is the correct answer. It's an audio round next. So your first clue is something that you're going to hear on the soundtrack, but this is the question relating to it. And this is the question. Identify this woodwind instrument that developed originally from the shawm. Listen. You haven't heard it, have to go for it before I play the clue, but you probably have the answer, do you?
Oboe.
The oboe is correct. Well done. Crack the question without listening to the clue, but then we gave it away in that little hint there. Yes, well done, it is the oboe. And so listen to your clues, and your clues are related to classical pieces on Napoleon. Here we go. Composed after Arthur Wellesley's victory over Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, who composed this piece? Listen to it. Yes, do you have an answer? Take a shot.
Beethoven.
Beethoven. Even if it was an inspired guess, it worked out in your advantage. You're right. Well done.
I was hoping.
Next. Completed in 1804, Symphony No. 3 in E-flat major was intended to be a dedication to Napoleon. By what other name is this composition known? Listen to it. perestroika is right again. Another 5 points. Next. This piece is a graphic musical description of the battle and forced retreat of Napoleon's armies from Moscow. Identify the composer from this audio clip. Listen.
Tchaikovsky.
Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky, right all 3 times, well done. Keys are coming back to it strongly. Well done, Keys. You've done very well on your last 2 starters and questions. Let's take a look at the scores. You're coming back into it very strongly. Gonville and Keys College from Cambridge University are now at 70. Still in the lead, but only with a lead of 20 points, is Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai, who are at 90. Here we go. Here's the next starter for 10 points. Which state in the United States is also called the Centennial State for having entered the Union a century after the signing of the Declaration of Independence on 4th July 1776? It's Edward from Keys.
Tennessee.
No, that's not the correct answer. Question passes. Anyone from Sardar Patel? Bharat?
Is it Utah?
It's not Utah either. The correct answer is Colorado. Here's the next starter open to both teams for 10 points. Which infectious disease causing a severe form of pneumonia takes its name from the first known outbreak? And it's Darren.
Disease. Legionnaire's disease.
It is the Legionnaire's disease. Well done indeed. Here are your set of bonus questions, Gonville and Keys, and it's on bad guys from Batman films. In the 1989 film Batman, who played the demented villain Jack Napier, who besides his other crimes was the murderer of Bruce Wayne's parents?
Nominate Laura.
Laura, do you have the answer?
It's Jack Nicholson.
That is correct. It's Jack Nicholson playing the Joker. Next question. How do we better know Oswald Cobblepot, the diabolical villain played by Danny DeVito in the film Batman Returns?
The Penguin.
The Penguin. Right again. Another 5 points. You're level now with Sardar Patel. Keys, here's a last bonus here. In Batman Forever, how is the former Wayne Enterprise employee, Edward Nygma, better known?
The Riddler.
That's right, Enigma, and so the Riddler. Absolutely right. Right all 3 times. Here's the next start open to both teams for 10 points. In 1947, Francis Geretti, a young copywriter on a South Africa-based company's account at N.W. Ayer in New York, penned what famous slogan, which was voted the top advertising slogan of the century by Advertising Age in 1999? And it's Nirad from Sardar Patel.
Did he say that the customer is king?
He didn't say the customer is king. No, the question passes. Anybody from Keys? Take a shot. No points taken away for trying. No? Yes, somebody's gone for it. Lamine?
Try before you buy.
Not try before you buy. There was a little hint there that it was a South African-based company and there was De Beers and it's A Diamond is Forever. Next starter open to both teams on the buzzer. The name of which shrub was also the name of a nymph in Greek mythology who escaped Apollo's advances by being changed into a laurel? It's Srijit from Sardar Patel.
Is it rhubarb?
Rhubarb. No, that's not the correct answer. Keys, anybody going to go for it? Edward.
Marjoram.
No, that's not the correct answer either. It's Daphne, which is the correct answer. Here's the next start open to both teams on the buzzer. The codes used by the flight leader for the attack on Pearl Harbor Naval Base in December 1941.
Torah.
That's not the question.
Oh well.
5 points taken away. Lamine from the score of Keys. I'll complete the question. The code used by the flight leader for the attack on Pearl Harbor Naval Base in December 1941 by the Japanese plane was Tora, Tora, Tora. Now, what does Tora mean in English from the Japanese? Nirad from Sardar Patel.
It's Japanese for tiger.
That is correct. 10 points. Bonus questions for you, Sardar Patel, and it's on geological time frames. Which geological time frame comes between eon and period? The example of an eon being Phanerozoic, an example of a period being Jurassic.
Epoch.
No, that's not the correct answer. It's era, which is the correct answer. Next. To which era do Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous periods belong?
Sure है. Mesozoic.
Mesozoic is correct, 5 points. Next. Like an era is divided into periods, into what time frame is one period further divided into?
Eon is too small.
I need an answer.
Okay. Eon.
No, this is an epoch. Right. Time to take a break. Let's take a look at the scores before we do that. At this stage, Gonville and Keys are at 90. Just 15 points ahead at a score of 105. In the lead, it's Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai. Things are running very close indeed as we go into the last segment of this Indo-British Grand Final encounter on the University Challenge. We'll continue this match as we take it into the last segment after a very short break. Till then, stay with us. Welcome back to this very special round of University Challenge in which we have a grand Indo-British encounter in which finalists of the UK Championship of this year, that's Gonville and Keys College from Cambridge University, are playing against this year's champions in India, which is Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai. At this stage, there's very little separating the two teams, just 15 points. Let's see what happens as we go into the last slap. Here's the first starter, open to both teams on the buzzer for 10 points. What name has been given to the landing site of the space vehicle Spirit in the Gusev crater in Mars in honor of the victims of a tragedy in space? Somebody's gone for the buzzer. It's Darren from Keys.
Columbia.
It is the Columbia Memorial Station. Well done. Darren, that right answer on that starter fetches your team 3 bonus questions linked by a term. Originally titled The Man in Lincoln's Nose, which 1959 film relates the adventures of advertising executive Roger Thornhill after he was mistaken for a spy?
Yeah. North by Northwest.
That is correct. Well done. 5 points. That's a Hitchcock classic, of course. Which luminous atmospheric phenomenon is named after the god of the north wind in Greek mythology?
The Aurora Borealis or Northern Lights.
Correct again. Well done. Another 5 points. Other than North Carolina, which state of the United States has North in its name?
North Dakota.
North Dakota is right. Right all 3 times. Well done, Keys. And now Keys are ahead by 10 points. Here we go on to the next start, open to both teams on the buzzer. What term did Polish-born French mathematician Benoit Mandelbrot in the 1970s and is Nishad from Sardar Patel?
It's fractals and fractal geometry.
That is correct. Well done. Here are your bonus questions, Sardar Patel, and the subject is industrialists in education. In the June 1889 issue of the North American Review, which industrialist and patron of education wrote the article Wealth, where he stated that surplus wealth accumulated by a man should be used for philanthropic causes and came to be called the gospel of wealth?
Andrew Carnegie. बोलता हूँ.
You have an answer?
Carnegie. बोलता हूँ. Andrew Carnegie.
That is correct. 5 points. Well done. Which capitalist and patron of education, a strong supporter of the Pacific Railroad scheme, was president of the Central Pacific Company from 1861 until his death?
No. Do it.
Do you have an answer at all?
Wharton.
No, it's Leland Stanford, which is the correct answer. Next. Which renowned university in America, established in 1868, is named after the founder of the Western Union Telegraph Company? Do you have an answer?
Okay. Now, is this Wharton?
It's not Wharton, it's Cornell, which is the correct answer. It's Cornell University. Now, it's a visual round next. Clues coming up on the screen. Here's a question connected to it. It's a starter for 10 points on the buzzer to be answered without consultation. Identify the author from this visual. Laura from Keys.
That's DBC Pierre.
DBC Pierre or Peter Finley. That is correct. Well done. At the time of recording, the most recent winner of the Booker Prize. Now, here are your visual questions. They are on sculptures or statues, right? Sculpted by Rodin, this statue was originally meant to represent which poet? Any idea?
Milton.
No, it's not Milton. It's supposed to be Dante, because this was part of a piece which is supposed to be Gates of Hell, and that was supposed to be the poet, but of course later better known as the thinker. Next. Who wrote this statue, the first nude statue of the Renaissance?
Botticelli.
It's not Botticelli, it's Donatella, which is the correct answer. Next. Standing in eternal vigilance at the tomb of Emperor Shi Huangdi, what is this collection of over 6,000 life-size statues called commonly in English?
The Terracotta Army.
That is correct. Another 5 points. Well done. We have a little over 4 minutes left in this round, so let's take a look at the scores going into the very last lap. At this stage, Sardar Patel College, Engineering, Mumbai are at 120, 10 points ahead with a lead, a slender one, but a lead all the same. It's Gonville and Keys College, Cambridge University at 130. Things are hotting up. This is getting exciting. Here's the next start open to both teams on the buzzer. In 1903, in keeping with its origin as a pharmacist's concoction, what did Caleb Bradham advertise? Bharat from Sardar Patel?
Pepsi.
That is correct. Pepsi Cola is the correct answer. Caleb Bradham, a pharmacist, was the inventor of the drink. And now here are your set of bonus questions, Sardar Patel, on cities of Myanmar. Here we go. Which Burmese city, immortalized in a poem by Rudyard Kipling, was the capital of King Mingdan Min's kingdom till 1885?
Mandalay.
Mandalay is correct, 5 points. Next. Which river encompasses the city of Rangoon from two sides?
Iravati.
No, that's not the correct answer. It's Yangon, from which it gets its current name of Yangon, as a matter of fact, and the alternate name is Klang River. Next. The town of Sitwe is the capital of which mountainous Burmese division? Do you have an answer? Have to rush you.
Khmer.
No, it's not. It's Arakan, or the new name is Rakhine, which is the correct answer. And so, there's just 5 points separating the two teams at this stage. Here's the next starter for 10 points. Fingers on the buzzer, teams. Best of luck. Which fictional character was described thus? His head was exactly the shape of an egg. His mustache, it's Srijit from Sardar Patel.
Hercule Poirot.
It's correct. Yes. Well done. 5 points. Sardar Patel are taking the risks and getting in on the buzzer and getting their questions in. Here are your set of bonus questions, Sardar Patel, on Professor Moriarty in Sherlock Holmes. Okay. At the age of 21, on which mathematical subject did Professor Moriarty write an insightful treatise that remained in vogue across Europe for a long time?
The binomial theorem.
Well done. Yes, it is the binomial theorem. Next. Which former Indian Army soldier who worked for Moriarty was regarded as the second most dangerous man in London?
Colonel Sebastian Moran.
Wow, he knows his Holmes. Next. What sobriquet does Sherlock Holmes bestow on Moriarty for his ability to brilliantly mastermind and orchestrate the entire criminal activity in England without ever coming under suspicion?
Is it the octopus?
And what was your friend prompting you? I'll hold judgment.
You are saying the most dangerous man.
No, the correct answer is the Napoleon of crime. So you get 10 out of possible 15. Just about a minute left. Here's the next starter, open to both teams on the buzzer. 25 points separating the teams. That could be leveled. Here it is. Winner of 4 Academy Awards, which film producer, director, and writer had a nephew who won the Best Actor Oscar in 1995? It's Nirad from Sardar Patel.
Michael Balkan and Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, 5 points taken away for getting that wrong on an interruption, and the question will be completed for Keys. Winner of 4 Academy Awards, which film producer, director, and writer had a nephew who won the Best Actor Oscar in 1995? And that's a bell that means time's run out on us. We were talking about Francis Ford Coppola, but time's run out on you too, Gonville and Keys College, Cambridge, which is a very brave attempt. You wind up with 130, but with a 20-point advantage. The winners of this round are Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai. And so we've had another close contest to give away this trophy, and to comment on the contest, I call upon our guest of honor for this event, Sir Michael Arthur, the High Commissioner of Britain in India, to join me on the floor, please. That was close.
That was a very close. It was a very exciting finale to this series. I must say, every time I see University Challenge, I think what an exciting match this is. But tonight has beaten all those records, and I congratulate all the people who've been involved on both teams. As a diplomat, I have to think on my feet quite often and think quite fast, but nothing beats the speed and agility that we've seen from these 8 splendid young students tonight. So I congratulate them very heartily. I'm used to Cambridge and Oxford challenging each other. They've been doing it for about 500 years. But to find Cambridge and Mumbai now challenging each other is, I think, a great sign of the globalization that we're all now living through. And I hope it's not a sign of the 21st century that it's always Mumbai that wins. What we need is a partnership between Cambridge and Mumbai as you all move on to your great new careers. So I'm delighted to be able to present this trophy to the winning team, and I congratulate the Keys team as well for their hard work in the run-up to this. But before I do, I'd just like to announce also a second prize beyond the trophy for the Mumbai team, who we are delighted, the British Council is delighted to sponsor on a visit to the UK for a week to come and see how we do University Challenge in the UK, and I hope to make your careers jointly with us in partnership. So congratulations to everybody, and particularly to the Mumbai College. Well done.
I now call upon the team from Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai, to join us here, please, and to receive the trophy. There we are. Bharat Jaikumar.
Well done.
Nishad Manarika. Niraj.
Well done, well done.
And the captain, Srijit Klapli, who will receive the trophy from Sir Michael Arthur. Thank you, Sir Michael, and thanks to both of the teams, and thank you, Gonville and Keys, for having joined us all the way from Cambridge. You really made a wonderful match of it. That brings down the curtain on the first season of University Challenge in India. I found it an exciting and lively series to conduct, and I hope that you, the viewers, have enjoyed watching it. Till we meet again, it's goodbye from me, Siddharth Basu, and goodbye from the entire team of University Challenge who worked hard all year round to bring this program to you. Till we meet again, it's goodbye.
University Challenge is sponsored by Samsung Sound. Are you listening? Aditya Birla Group and LIC.